half in the bag. Fuck movies.
This one might take a little bit of work.
Oh, hi Jay, I didn't know you were there.
I'm always here.
So I've been looking into how we can get power of attorney over Mr. Plunkett, and it's quite simple actually. So if the person is like really, really old and confused or has dementia and can't handle their own affairs, then it's easy to become power of attorney. The problem is though, you have to be a relative or a family member.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's quite a big hurdle to get around, but I found a way. Since gay marriage is now legal, I went ahead and filed the paperwork for you to become Mr. Plunkett's husband.
Hey, wait a minute.
What? Do you have a problem with that? Don't you like unlimited money? He gets checks from Medicare, from Social Security, disability, his pension, and he gets checks for his time when he was a war criminal in Colombia.
That is a lot of checks. But...
What?
I mean...
Are you homophobic? Sign here. Great.
Well, I would rather fraudulently marry an elderly man than have anyone think I'm a homophobe.
And you don't have to consummate the marriage unless you want to. Sign here for consummation rights.
I'll pass on that for right now.
And this line here indicates that Mr. Plunkett has reserved the right for prima nocta.
Well, I gotta say, this is a pretty clever plan, Mike.
Why, thank you.
So you actually got Mr. Plunkett to sign off on this too?
More or less. Do you remember when we had to order parts and I had Mr. Plunkett sign off on them? Well, that's when I had him sign the marriage license.
So you just tricked him into signing a paper that he didn't realize he was consenting to?
Yes, very fraudulent. That's why I hired a lawyer for us.
Oh!
He's going to put together the paperwork to make us power of attorney. And because Mr. Plunkett didn't know what document he was signing, the lawyer's going to look the other way in exchange for 10% of all the money that comes in, which is a pretty fair deal.
Oh, sure, that's fine. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, he wrote his number down here on this legal pad, and I'm going to call him.
Oh.
That's interesting.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. It's just that the lawyer's office number is only 1 digit away from Mr. Plunkett's home phone number.
Oh, which one?
Why, the last digit, of course. I'm going to call the number right now.
Okay.
What was that?
I think it was a siren or something
Ambulance?
outside. Yeah.
Oh well. One more number to complete the call. Hello, Mr. Friedman. It's Mike and Jay from Lightning Fast VCR Repair. I got Jay to sign the marriage license, which makes him Mr. Plunkett's fraudulent husband. We're ready to come by any time to fill out the paperwork to make us power of attorney over him so that we could steal all of his money.
Yeah, that's great, Mike. I'll be in my office until 5:30.
Okay, sounds great. We'll see you then. Bye-bye, man. Well, Jay, it's almost 5:30, and it's time to meet with the lawyer so that he could file the power of attorney paperwork.
Okay.
Are you ready to be Mrs. Harry Plunkett?
Oh, I have to be a Mrs.? That's not how gay marriage works.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh.
I can still be a Mr.
Oh, okay. I just assumed you'd be the bitch. Because Mr. Plunkett, he's so masculine. I see him as more of a top. I'm sorry though. What we do need though is proof of a public ceremony.
Oh.
That a public ceremony has taken place.
Really?
Yes. So our next adventure, Jay, will be to set up a fake wedding ceremony with Mr. Plunkett, have it videotaped, and have him not be aware of what's going on.
Okay.
So
that sounds somewhat convoluted, but I guess we do what we gotta do.
So what we need is to fabricate a wedding with you and Mr. Plunkett, have guests in attendance, and have him think that he's being honored for an award.
Okay.
And then when the officiant says, you may now kiss the bride or the husband.
Yeah.
You'll have to neck with Plunkett. I know his breath smells like a trash bin. And he may have many oral diseases, but you've got to do this for the good of cash. That's the end. Half in the bag.
Where'd you even find this sweater? It's covered in cat hair.
That was your grandmother's. She was buried in it. Don't ask me how I got it, but it involved a shovel, digging up about 6 feet worth of dirt, violently opening a coffin, and then removing said sweater from an old skeleton. But just don't ask for the details, okay?
Mike, I don't know why you're being so vague, but don't you think this is kind of a pointless and terrible idea? I'm starting to think that you're doing this just for your own sick pleasure.
No, of course not, Jay. That's crazy. Look, once you finally become Mrs. Harry Plunkett, then you and I can go down to that attorney's office and we can make you, I mean us, Mr. Plunkett's power of attorney. Then we could steal all of his money and it'll be legal.
Did we have to invite all of my friends and family to the wedding? Does it have to be held at the Ritz-Carlton? Did you have to hire Adele to sing our first dance?
Look, idiot, if we just went down to the courthouse, this whole thing would look like the scam that it is. The fact that we're spending so much time and money and effort on it just makes it look that more legit. Don't you know how scams work?
It's not even worth trying to stop you, is it?
No. Look, we're gonna take the engagement photos today, so get ready, okay? Make sure your perfect hair and beard are perfectly coiffed. Wait, they usually are.
Oh, I got into a bar fight.
Oh my God, what happened to you, my love? I mean, what happened to you, Mr. Plunkett?
I wore my Make America Great Again hat to a Mexican restaurant. They shoved it up my rectum. They were some bad hombres.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you have a crazy story to tell us, Mr. Plunkett, so why don't you have a seat next to Jay here? Tell us all about what happened.
There's no chair.
Oh, that's okay. You can just sit on Jay's knee.
Okay.
And just, we want to hear all about the bar fight.
Oh God, what is this?
Just trust me. Oh. Now, Jay, if you could hold up this sign like that, and Mr. Plunkett, if you hold up that, that's great. Okay. All right, perfect. Oh, a little bit towards the camera here. Perfect. Okay, great, great.
Why are you taking my picture?
You know, to document your injuries in case you decide to like press charges against the Mexican restaurant or, you know, for a police report, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
So trust me, just a little bit this way. And Jay, if you could smile a little, that would be helpful.
No.
Okay.
Why does he need to smile when my...
And I got what I need. Okay, great, thanks.
I'm gonna go to sleep right now. If I don't wake up, bury me next to my dog in the backyard. Old Trumpy.
All this wedding planning is really stressing me out. We should talk about 2 movies that are completely stress-free and not depressing at all. Get Out and Logan.
Oh yeah, I hear they're very lighthearted and fun to watch. And I've seen both these films, so it's perfect that you and I can both talk about them now on our internet review show.
Or what?
I mean, in these chairs in Mr. Plunkett's house, which is a real house. Well, all the invitations are done, ready to be mailed out.
Mike, I really don't think that Obama and Oprah are going to show up for the wedding.
Well, that's okay. I'm sure we won't have any trouble filling all the seats. I'm inviting over 150 of your extended family members. And I'm sure all of them will be proud to know that you're marrying a gay, crippled, disgusting, toothless elderly man. And all during the whole ceremony, every last one of them will be picturing in their minds what you and Mr. Plunkett do in private and what the disgusting sex will look like on your wedding night. Well, it's time to drop these in the mailbox. Last chance to change your mind.
I guess, let's do it. An endless stream of checks is just too tempting.
All right, here goes nothing. I'm dropping them in the mailbox. You can't take it back. Here it goes. Sending them in the mail. Last chance to change your mind. 'Cause once I do this, there's no turning back. You and Plunkett are getting married. Yep, last chance. Did I say it's your last chance? Dropping them in the mailbox. You sure about this? Are you sure? Oh, they're slipping out of my fingers. Once they go in the mailbox, it's set in stone. It's up. It's done.
You know it's not instantaneous, right? They don't even pick up the mail for another 2 days. Yeah, I could just walk over there and take those out if I changed my mind at any time.
Okay, bye. Half in the bag. Get out of my living room.
Harry, my one true love. Ever since I first smelled you, I knew I wanted to choke down your elderly man meat. I knew I wanted you inside me, like Luke in a warm, moist, dead tauntaun. Mike, I am not reading these vows. The ones that the officiant gave us are just fine.
Oh, yeah, Oh, by the way, I got confirmations back from Barack and Michelle. They are definitely coming to the wedding. Oh, and I booked you and Mr. Plunkett on the Ellen DeGeneres show next week. I submitted your engagement photo for a segment called Greatest Proposal Stories Ever Told. Tapings next week. You're gonna have to tell your story.
Our story? Our story is a scam, Mike.
I didn't tell the real story, you idiot. I made up some bullshit. I said that you proposed to Mr. Plunkett at a Donald Trump rally. Then everyone called you guys homos and beat you up. Mr. Plunkett ended up in the hospital in a coma for a month. When he finally woke up, the first word he said was, yes. The story made Ellen cry, I guess. Maybe it's because she's a lesbian. Or maybe it made her assistant cry. I don't remember who I talked to on the phone. It made somebody cry. Either way, you guys are going on the Ellen show next week. Get on your Sunday best.
What did I ever do to you?
We're gonna make a lot of money with this deal, so don't complain.
What are you reading in this antiquated form of news?
Oh, this is a newspaper I picked up. I'm reading a really amazing article. In fact, it's mind-blowing. I've read it 10 times already. I just can't let this article sink in. It's just unbelievable to me, this news. It's unbelievable.
Oh, is it the story about how we discovered 7 exoplanets? Or is it about, like, the London terror attack? Oh, is it about how scientists have discovered how to put 400 tetrabytes of information on a single strand of DNA?
What? No, none of that. That's a bunch of crap. What it says is that the new Chips movie is a flop.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. Who would have thought that a modern movie reboot of a forgotten 1970s TV show would possibly get bad reviews? Or that people wouldn't want to pay $50 to go to a movie theater to see it when there's literally thousands and thousands of hours of entertainment streaming on Netflix and Amazon. I just can't fucking believe it! Chips was a surefire hit. I mean, what a recognizable property. Chips. With Eric Estrada, the TV show from the 70s. Do you remember it, Grandpa? What a hit! Who wouldn't want to go see that? Remember Chips? I'm just so fucking shocked. Yes, we found life on Mars. Yes, we discovered the cure for cancer. And yes, scientists have found out how to stop cells from aging, basically creating a fountain of youth. But the fucking Chips movie is flopping!
All right, Mike, I've written new vows. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, sure.
Harry, I don't really love you. I'm only marrying you because we've concocted a scam to take over your finances and steal your money. It's gone too far now and I can't turn back. My overweight, ugly, man-child friend Mike is making me do this. If there is a member of the law enforcement here, please arrest both of us.
Oh, yeah. Those are great. That's perfect, Jay. Keep those.
Were you even listening?
No. I was dreaming of the Chips trailer. Half in the bag. Get this crap off my writing desk. Ah, Jay. Another day, another year of movies.
That's right, Mike. It's May, the sun's coming out, and we have a whole slew of movies ready to be released that everyone will forget about in a week.
That's right, Jay. I'm very excited about the forgettable new film, King Arthur. I can't wait to see it so that I could immediately forget about it.
I'm gonna forget the shit out of that one.
Oh my God, I've already forgotten it, and I haven't even forgotten to see it.
Speaking of forgetting, don't forget about Wonder Woman, in theaters June 2nd. Finally, we get to hear the backstory of a character that was briefly introduced in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
What the fuck?
Mr. Plunkett, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm auditioning for one of those YouTube shows where a panel of people get together and they talk about movies.
What? People talk about movies on YouTube? How fucking lame.
Yeah, that's so embarrassing.
Ugh.
Yeah, they told me they got enough fat white guys with beards, token black people, and at least one hot woman who wears large hipster glasses.
So, why do they need you?
They said that the only demo that they need a voice from is the elderly. Yeah, they want to open up the untapped 75+ demo on YouTube. They say it'll increase their revenue by 0.08%.
Well, I think that's great, Mr. Plunkett. It's good to see you try new things, especially at your age.
Problem is, the last movie I saw was, ironically, The Last Picture Show in 1971. Oh, I had such a crush on Jeff Bridges.
Well, don't worry about it, Mr. Plunkett. All you really have to do is go see a movie and give your honest and true opinion on what you thought.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. You see, the studio has something called talking points that they need me to address. Yeah, here, let me show you what I mean. Let me practice here. All right. Johnny Depp returns to the big screen as the iconic swashbuckling anti-hero Jack Sparrow in the all-new Pirate of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Oh my God, he's terrible. Just terrible.
It's a little monotone.
Yeah.
When the deadly ghost sailors led by the terrifying Captain Salazar, Javier Bardem, escaped.
It's so boring, I feel like I'm watching Blade Runner.
Add C, notably Jack. I love this movie. It was a swashbuckling good time.
Well, it kind of sounds like you're reading it.
They told me they'd fix it with auto-tune.
Yeah, maybe you should do it with just a little more excitement, like you're really excited about the movie.
Yeah.
A little more excitement. All right, I can try that. All right, here we go. Set to the all-new sonic backdrop of awesome mixtape number 2, Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 continues the team's adventures as they...
Oh shit, that's right. Guardians 2 came out today. Oh, Jay, let's go watch it and talk about how much we loved it.
Oh my God, I can't wait. It's my favorite movie of the summer.
Let's go.
Classic comics will come to our heroes' aid as the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to expand. What do you think? Guys! Wow, I knocked him dead. I'm gonna get the part.
Well, Jay, now I'm really excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, Mr. Plunkett's still there.
Hey guys, I think I finally got it. Do you want to hear? Okay. Embarking on a roller coaster journey full of action and danger, the Smurfs are on a course that leads to the discovery of the biggest secret in Smurf history. After her boyfriend dumps her on the eve of their exotic vacation, impetuous dreamer Emily Middleton, Amy Schumer, persuades her ultra-cantuous mother, Linda Goldie Hawn, to travel with her to paradise. Polar opposites Emily and Linda realize that working through their differences as mother and daughter in unpredictable, hilarious fashion is the only way to escape the wildly outrageous jungle adventure they have fallen into. Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn star in the new comedy adventure Snatched, which Scott features to the universe he created, neighbors with alien covenants, discover chapter and uncharted paradise, but is actually Scott returns to in their discover what they think is a uncharted Parker slash Spider, actually a dangerous who made his sensations and Peter Parker slash Spider-Man, his new Peter Parker slash superhero and Spider-Man escape. A young Peter Parker must embark hatred with a pair of scissors, destruction, a fancy Satanism, sacrifice, handle, murder. He must shove it down her face, rape, heroin, shove it down her face. A young Peter shove Parker, it down her face, shove it down her face.
Half in the bag. I love to watch movies in my underwear. Oh, it's not a touchscreen.
And it's not on.
Lightning fast VCR repair. How can I help you? Yes, this is. What? Mr. Plunkett is dead?
What?
Is dead wrong? Your cake prices aren't cheap. I'll look elsewhere. Good day, sir.
Mike, why would you do that? For a second, I had my hopes up that this nightmare was over, that I could tell my friends and family that my fiancé was dead and that I was only marrying him for the money, and definitely not for elderly lusts.
I'm sorry, Jay. I can see how me shouting Mr. Plunkett is dead may have been misleading. However, it was just the start of my sentence. I simply ran out of breath. You see, Mr. Plunkett referred me to this cake company, and he said that they had cheap cakes. I asked for a quote for a cake for 100 people, and they quoted me a price in excess of $20. That's ridiculous. I could get cheaper cakes made in Rwanda.
Why are we getting a cake at all? Why are we inviting people? I'm starting to get the feeling that you're doing all of this just to embarrass me.
Hey, speaking of embarrassing, the elderly filmmaker Ridley Scott has a new film. He made it at the senior citizens home in the rec room.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's called Alien Covenant, and it's a film about an alien covenant. I believe. I haven't seen it yet. Would you like to go watch this film and then talk about how terrible it was?
I'd love to do anything that would take my mind off of this fucking wedding.
Yeah, I would be dreading that day too. I would also dread going to see Alien Covenant. But let's do it anyways. Come on. I have to go to sleep now. Okay, bye. Half in the bag. I'm so sick of everything inside of a movie theater.
Oh, how much more of this is there? Oh, I'm so full.
What do you mean, how much more? I have 4 more cakes in the fridge.
Do I have to eat it all?
Well, yes, you have to eat them all. I bought them so you could tell me which cake you like the best. Then I know which cake to order for the fucking wedding.
Wedding? What wedding?
Look, just shut the fuck up and keep eating the cake. I'm trying to read this classic American novel.
Oh, is that one by Hemingway?
Close. Michael Jan Friedman.
Oh, I loved him on Airwolf.
Look, I have a renewed interest in literature, okay? This is a story about when the X-Men met Star Trek The Next Generation, and it's called Planet X, okay? So if you could just shut the fuck up and keep eating your cake.
Mike, did you hear the big news?
Oh my God, you're pregnant?
Yeah, but bigger than that.
Oh my God, there was a celebrity divorce?
Bigger.
Bigger than that? A major or minor celebrity has died, either expectedly or unexpectedly?
Probably, but just let me tell you the news.
Okay!
DC has made a film that apparently isn't terrible.
What? Oh my... Jesus Christ! How could that be true? What movie is it?
Wonder Woman!
What?
Come on, let's go see it!
Oh my God! Fuck it! Let's go see this movie! It's gonna be wonderful! Oh. I think Mr. Plunkett's dead. He died face down in a pie, just like Dom DeLuise.
Well, at least he died doing what he loves, eating. The cake's not bad either.
I know, it's good.
Nope, not dead yet.
Oh.
Hey, you.
Yeah?
No, not the fat, ugly, Jewy-looking one. You.
Who, me?
Yeah, used to be kind of like fat and frumpy, right? Like some kind of hobbit.
I guess?
You know, you've really cleaned yourself up. You lost some weight. You got that perfectly trimmed beard and coiffed hair. You're quite the handsome man. My wife, she died over 60 years ago. I never really thought I'd move on, but you know, I'm thinking I might give the whole gay thing a try. Yeah, I think I want to become a gay.
Why are you telling me this?
You know, I had sex with a man once. It was in prison. It wasn't consensual, but I think I liked it.
Why are...
My point is, I'd like to go on a date with you tonight.
Sure.
I'll need to get cleaned up first, though.
Yeah, I'll go change.
All right.
Half in the bag. Well, I heard you went on a date with Mr. Plunkett.
I did, yeah. Our first date, it went really well. We went to the movies. We saw The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise. The only weird thing was there was a guy in the bathroom wearing a ski mask that was handing out free samples of cake.
Well,
I mean, I took him, of course, because it's free cake. It was fucking delicious.
yeah. I mean, if there's a weirdo in a bathroom wearing a ski mask handing you something to eat, always just try it.
You know, you've told me that advice before, and that's why I took it.
It's good advice. Always eat the cake when it's handed to you. You know, it's funny. I also saw The Mummy too.
Oh, do you want to talk about The Mummy starring Tom Cruise?
Yeah. About halfway through the film, I started to get a little itchy because I forgot I was wearing the ski mask. I always eat the cake when it's handed to you.
half in the bag. Fuck movies.
You know, Harry, can I call you Harry?
You can, because I am. Especially my ass.
I've never complimented you on your beautiful eyes.
Can you even see my eyes? I'm constantly wearing these sunglasses.
Oh, I guess I haven't seen your eyes, but I'm sure they're beautiful. I can just picture the color. Fecal matter brown, rose red glaucoma veins, and those dreamy, cloudy cataracts.
Uh-huh.
I could stare into that nightmare of looming death all day.
Uh-huh. You know, I think it's time I told you that I'm into some really weird shit. Sexually. Some really, really weird shit. So one time, I took a fire hose.
Well, gentlemen, did we save room for dessert tonight?
Mike, what are you doing here? Where's our waiter?
Oh, your waiter? He had to leave. He had a family emergency. I'm filling in for the rest of his shift. Yeah, I work here, and this is my shirt and tie.
You know, some dessert sounds nice right now. What are your specials today, good sir?
Well, sir, today we have white cake, and we have white cake, and lastly, we have a delicious white cake.
You know, honey, I'm gonna let you decide. That meal we just had didn't sit right with me, so now I'm gonna sit right on the toilet. Meaning, I think shit's gonna come spraying out of my asshole all over the walls, the floor, just a little bit in the toilet, but not that much. You see, I'm getting old, and my anus isn't quite what it used to be. Yeah, it's all kind of like loose and spongy. Yeah, my ass looks like a wet sack of groceries, but oh, you'll find out soon on our wedding night. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go finish taking a shit. Sir, have them deliver 5 fresh wet towels to the men's bathroom.
Absolutely, sir. Oh, thank God. Jay, do you mind if I sit down and take a load off?
Sure. Sit down and, hey, we can talk about movies.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, have you seen that new film Baby Driver, featuring the voices of Alec Baldwin, Steve Buscemi, and Lisa Kudrow?
You know, I did. It was a little more violent than I was expecting it to be. You don't mind, do you?
Can you top me off?
That's beer.
Oh.
So, Jay, when's the wedding?
Oh, we don't have a date set yet. We're still trying to figure out a location.
Oh, well, if it's a location that you're looking for, might I suggest one of the hotels downtown? There's several options available.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We're thinking someplace really nice, like Fiji or Greece, or maybe even under the Eiffel Tower. Mr. Plunkett says he loves me so much that he's willing to spend all of his life savings on this wedding, and even max out all of his credit cards. We'll be paying off this wedding until we're both dead.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Excuse me, but did I just overhear you two talking about the 3rd Spider-Man reboot?
What? No, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck you both! Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my wife. She doesn't appreciate, talking about movies made for children all day long. She likes to talk about politics or world events or bill collectors. I keep trying to tell her that, the 3rd Spider-Man reboot's important. And she just doesn't get it. I guess that's why I go to see a head doctor twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. He likes to help me prioritize my life. Oh shit, I gotta go take my medication. Yeah, my wife says it helps me think like a grown-up. I'll talk to you two fuckwads later.
Is that what all comic book fans are like?
Yes.
Well, I guess I should go check on Mr. Plunkett and see what's taking him so long in the bathroom.
Yes, Jay. Why don't you go do that?
I mean, I wouldn't want anything to happen to him. After all, he is the one bankrolling our very expensive wedding.
Oh no, my plan is backfiring. The world is changing. I know what to do. Nothing.
Half in the bag.
I stood on my scale yesterday and it said 1 at a time, please.
Oh my God. Mike, wake up.
What?
We overslept. We were supposed to be up 4 weeks ago.
Oh my God. We missed reviewing a whole bunch of big summer movies.
Let's get to the theater.
Okay, let's go right now. Well, we're back. There was a lot of time spent at the movie theater today, Jay.
It was worth it though, because it was hot out and the theater has air conditioning.
And popcorn.
Half in the bag.
I can't stop watching movies.
Thank you, John. I'll have the deposit checked to you by next week. Yes, extra oysters. Mr. Plunkett likes them raw and slimy, he said. He wants to feel the slime from the raw oyster trickle down his gullet. Exact words. Yes, he's a classy gentleman. And he wanted to know if sweatpants are okay at the Four Seasons. He has a tuxedo. Yes, I bought him one for the wedding. He just will not wear it. He says sweatpants and or tracksuit. Okay, once you talk to the hotel manager, you let me know. Ta-ta!
What was that about?
Your fucking gay wedding!
Half in the bag.
Roll out the dogs out.
Hey Mike, did you hear about the fat, disgusting, hairy Hollywood slob that's been using his position to take advantage of women?
No. Which guy are you talking about?
All of them!
Wow, Jay. There must be something in the water out there in Hollywood. Thank goodness we live in Milwaukee, where the only thing we have to worry about is cryptosporidium. It's a deep cut. So, Jay, when's your gay wedding?
Half in the bag.
I love to watch movies in my underwear.
So, Jay, have you heard the big news?
No, what is it?
They've decided to change the nickname, the casting couch, to every piece of furniture in Hollywood.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
No.
All right, you two. I've got some questions for you.
Oh, God. Is it why we've taken 6 years to fix your VCR?
What?
Oh, is it why we stole your identity, opened up 6 credit cards, maxed them out, and then paid them off?
No.
Oh, well then it's gotta be, why did we dig up the corpse of your ex-wife and then display her on your porch, just so that we could win a neighborhood Halloween decoration contest?
Oh my God. Was it worth it?
Is a $20 Applebee's gift card worth it? I think so.
No. I heard you two idiots saw Thor Ragnarok.
Yay! We love Marvel movies!
Well, if you two love Marvel movies so much, then you should be very familiar with them, especially your two favorites, Thor and Thor 2.
This was the third one?
Yeah, I love Thor 1 and 2. They're the most memorable movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Part with Thor and his hammer.
And so many memorable characters.
Well, I got a few questions for you. Let's begin, shall we? All right, you two. I'm going to ask you questions about the Thor movies, and you're going to answer them.
Well, I mean, this should be pretty easy. We've seen both of them.
And they are very memorable.
Right.
All right, then. In the prologue to the first film, who did the Asgardians wage war with?
The Kryptonians?
I remember the Rainbow Bridge.
How many realms are there, according to Thor?
This is one we can guess on. 48.
I say 2.
Somewhere in between.
17.
Lower.
14.
Lower.
9.
Correct! Name any of Thor's friends, the Warriors 3.
Pass.
Fandral, Volstagg, and Hogun. Who can wield Mjolnir? Mjolnir? No, it's Mjolnir. Mjolnir. Who can wield Mjolnir?
What is a Mjolnir?
You just made that up.
No, I did not.
Wait, is a Mjolnir a person or a thing?
Anyone who is worthy can wield Mjolnir. It's Thor's hammer, dipshit. Why is Thor on Earth in the first film?
He gets banished by his dad.
Correct! Correct!
Good job.
What ceremony was interrupted by a minor invasion of frost giants early in the first Thor movie?
I know this. Loki was going to be crowned like the king or something?
Thor was going to be crowned king. What other future Avenger makes his cinematic first appearance in the first Thor movie?
It's Hawkeye.
Bing!
Yay!
You got it, kiddo!
That's the one scene I remember.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Who are the villains in Thor: The Dark World?
There's some sort of like albino elf creatures.
Intergalactic space bugs.
Can you be more specific than albino elf creatures?
What more do you fucking need?
They're dark elves. In Thor: The Dark World, what is Dr. Jane Foster filled with?
Come?
What is Thor's name?
Does it have something to do with Loki?
What is the twist at the end of Thor: The Dark World?
That it's a light world.
Loki is impersonating Odin.
What? All I remember is space bugs. There's always space bugs, Jay, always.
What do the Dark Elves need the Aether for?
A super weapon.
That's gonna shoot a blue laser into the sky.
Super weapon.
No.
Resurrect their evil god king.
No.
Take over the earth.
No.
Take over another realm.
No.
Super weapon.
No.
Resurrect their god king?
No.
We did see these movies, right?
I think so. I definitely was in the theater and my eyes were open and I was looking at the screen. I'm starting to think there's something wrong with our brains. Mr. Plunkett fell asleep.
Oh, thank God.
Now we can talk about Thor 3.
All right, this is much better.
Half in the bag. Fuck movies.
So, Mike, are you excited about the new Star Wars?
Jay, you'll have to be more specific. What new Star Wars are you talking about? They've announced a new live-action TV show, and they've also announced a new trilogy being directed by Rian Johnson.
Oh no, I was just talking about Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah. That was a very good movie. Very exciting, action-packed, lots of explosions and drama. And really, it's a film about family.
Oh, no, Mike, you haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I've forgotten all about the new trilogy ever since they told me to be excited about the next trilogy.
But the current one isn't even finished yet.
It's not? They announce a new Star Wars show every day. They announce a new Star Wars product almost as much as they announce that a new celebrity has been outed as a sex pervert.
Are you expecting someone?
Oh, yeah, actually I am. He's right on time.
Right. Hi, I'm Rich McCaskey from Just Ice. What do you want this thing?
Let's see. How about right here?
All right.
Why did you order a block of ice?
Jay, it's for the ice sculpture. For your gay wedding! Remember? For your and Mr. Plunkett's gay wedding!
I'll just get started then.
Oh, you're gonna sculpt it right now?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people accuse us of using molds, so we started doing in-house sculpting. Yeah, ice sculpting, it's a great occupation. We even got our own union now, though we just like to call it a league.
Oh, so you're like the Just Ice League. Like Just Ice League. Like Just Ice League. Justice League. Like if you put the two words together, it's like Justice League. Like the Justice League. Like Just Ice League. Justice League.
What are you going on about, kid?
Well, I know. Why don't we all just talk about the Justice League?
Oh, that's perfect. I just saw that movie at the theater.
Don't you have to start carving your ice?
Ah, no rush. This thing will stay hard for hours.
That's what Brett Ratner said. That's what Kevin Spacey said. That's what Dustin Hoffman said. That's what James Woods said. That's what Louis C.K. said. That's what Al Franken said. That's what Bryan Singer said. That's what George Takei said. That's what Bill Cosby said. That's what Harvey Weinstein said. That's what Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, and Matt Damon said. That's what said.
Whew. Oh boy, is it hot in here or is it just me?
Oh, it looks like we talked about Justice League for so long that your ice block melted.
Well, shit. That's too small to have him carve what I wanted. I was hoping for either a giant erect penis or maybe a beautiful swan. Now he can't do anything with that.
Here you go. I made a flower. That'll be $4,000.
Half in the bag.
So, it's only a few weeks now to the big day.
That's right, Mike. You know, I can't wait to marry Mr. Plunkett. Thanks again for the delicious cake. I don't know why you keep feeding it to me.
Well, Jay, in my home country, it's tradition for the groom to eat a whole cake every day for 6 months leading up to the wedding.
So do they still have a wedding cake on the day?
Oh, no. By then, the groom would be sick of wedding cake.
Oh, do they replace it with something else?
I'm sorry, what?
Do they replace the wedding cake with something else, some other tradition?
What are you talking about? Oh, tradition. Oh, yeah.
That thing that you're lying about right now.
Right. I think it's a pig's head.
Oh, that's great. I love pork.
Oh, fuck. Hey, what's that? That was a close one.
Close what?
Nothing. You know, it's really great that you and Mr. Plunkett are so much in love.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, I have vague memories of you and me planning this wedding as a way to inherit all of Mr. Plunkett's money after he dies. But over time, I've grown to love the old curmudgeon.
Well, now that it's been confirmed that you are indeed marrying Mr. Plunkett for love and not money, I took the liberty of drawing up a prenuptial contract for you and Harry to sign. It's really just to protect you legally.
Wow, Mike, that's great. You know, you think of everything. You're such a good friend.
Yes, I know. The contract might look a little bit intimidating because it's so big, but I urge you, sit down, take the time, and don't read it at all. Just go to the last page and sign it, and have Harry sign it as well.
You don't think I should at least skim it a
Oh,
little bit?
no,
or-
that's not important, no. It's all very boilerplate. Standard prenuptial contract, nothing sketchy or illegal or criminal or weird or immoral or anything like that.
What were we talking about?
Yes. You know what, Jay? I think I'm really looking forward to retirement.
Retirement? That seems pretty far off. I mean, it's not like we have a steady flow of VCR repair work coming in.
But I meant after the wedding.
After the wedding? What does our wedding have to do with your retirement?
Well, I mean, you know, you and Mr. Plunkett are starting a new life together. You guys are probably gonna move away or something, and I'll just go off by myself. Probably find a nice beach somewhere, relax, have some cocktails, and, you know, just collect those checks that are gonna be coming in for me. Oh, shit. Oh, it's getting late. I gotta get going. The liquor store is gonna be closing soon, and I gotta stock up on beer for tonight.
What's tonight?
Monday.